Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys. From the bottom of my heart and soul, I am very grateful for all of you showing me so much love and support. This video is for the star sign of Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Venus in Cancer, Ascending Cancer, Cancer North Node, and Cancer South Nodes. Okay, these messages are for you. Alright, for this week of October 25th through October 31st. So we're in the final week of October, so I decided to skip bringing it out on Sunday and just wait a couple days and check in on the moon's energies with the new moon solar eclipse happening. All right, so Cancers, this is a pick a crow. Pick crow 1, pick crow 2, pick crow 3. So go ahead, ask your questions to the universe, then pick the crow that spirit wants you to receive your answer from, and we're going to use a Moonology card and a Witch's Rune card to check and see the energies around this answer. We're doing the Moonology because we are having the new moon solar eclipse, and I wanted to include the moon's energy because it's a very powerful time frame for all of us. Okay, so before you see 4 different categories, you have of course the crystal cards which will be last. We have the signs of spirit and spirits of darkness and lightness for your spiritual path. We have Twin Flame Oracle and Arrows of Love Oracle for the heart space or love, depending on who you are and how it resonates with you. And then we have my 3 self-created Oracle decks down here mixed together. And that's a heck of a pile of cards, let me tell you. Alright, so to talk about how all the energies, when you mix them together, are creating your week's energy, the foundation of your week's energy. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this week, we are doing a rune casting. I'm using the hematite runes, and I'm going to cast them. Now, how I read runes is I pay attention to the area in which they landed. That's why I have a little stage sort of built here. Pay attention to where they land. I pay attention to how they land. I pay attention to everything. So I'm reading intuitively. That's why I have my clear quartz crystal here to help me better direct the energies and to tap into them and really feel them. Alright, so let's go ahead and cast your runes, Cancer. Alright, so right off the bat, you got one big freaking cluster. Whew, right here. They really didn't spread anywhere. It's just like a cluster of them. You are the 3rd reading, and the other 2 readings, they spread way further out. So it's definitely your energy. So I feel like there is something building here, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing that's building. However, there could be a little bit of darkness that comes out of the situation, no doubt. But I feel like it's happening for a good reason. I feel like it's happening for ascension purposes, to remove so that downloads can come in, because if you don't make no space, you can't, you can't download anything if you don't have no room. Okay, so that's what I feel. I feel like this is a clear quartz crystal. It's up against your spirit cards, which I will be sure to pull the cards that this crystal is touching. And then next to that crystal touching it is Elwaz. And it's talking about changes, major changes, maybe a moving of a house, if you're making some sort of a decision that's very important, and when it comes to your spiritual journey, they're telling you that you're making the right choice. Okay, you're making the right choice, and you really need to be more instinctive, or not more instinctive, less instinctive, and pay attention to your heart space with this situation, because I feel like there's something important coming into alignment for you. So they want you to pay attention to how you feel, pay attention to your heart space, because your heart space, it has a lot to do with, I feel, why you got this clustered energy, why it's like something is building. So I do feel, it definitely has something to do with your spiritual journey and coming into alignment with something on that spiritual journey. So this crystal looks like it's going to fall. So I'm just going to pull them a couple cards out there for you. All right. So then we have this pretty little clear quartz crystal that's touching Degas. And this rune here is purple. So these two runes are touching along with the clear quartz 1, 2, 3. So it definitely has something to do with an elevation of your power. Where this is going to be, definitely a tower moment. Some sort of, I feel, clearing of maybe something clearing that when it comes to maybe being over irrational. I feel like that's what they're telling you, to be more rational about the situation. And dig into your heart. Absolutely. Dig into your heart. I feel, Cancer, something with your heart chakra is happening here. And I feel like there's going to be an activation, but for this to have an activation, some sort of a tower moment is going to happen to do a clearing of like over instinct, a clearing of some sort of a conflict that you're having, major clearing of some sort of a conflict. And I feel like the conflict is not trusting the power of your thoughts, not trusting maybe the consequences of your actions, not trusting your instincts. Alright, so over here we have algae, and algae reminds me of the chicken foot. So the chicken foot is actually facing like I'll show you what I mean here. It's facing this way, okay? It's in a downward position, like the chicken foot is like walking, and it is facing la goose. And this means to not assume somebody else's problems. Check into yourself, and maybe you might have to set some boundaries. I knocked this over, but it was actually like that. You need to check yourself and maybe set some boundaries with some people. Okay, so let's move my crow organite out of the way. All right, so look at this. Like there's like two clear quartz right here. The arrow is pointing towards one, and it's like the point of it is pointing towards one, or sort of that way. And then this piece is just a tumbled piece, which could have landed anywhere, but landed between 1 and 2. So when I pulled your pick a crow 1, 2, 3s, I asked them for Cancer, pick a crow 1, 2, 3, and it popped out exactly like that, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, anything else? And they're like, nope. And I feel like that's what this crystal is telling you. These cards just tumbled out because they were meant to be, and there's a reason for it. And you need, whoever chooses 1 and 2, maybe you need to watch the other one. Which, like, what I mean is, if you chose 2, maybe you need to watch 1 too, or if you chose 1, maybe you need to watch 2. Okay, so I feel like that's what that's about. I feel like they're interconnected somewhat. They're like amping one another. All right, so here we have Gebo. And it is next to the blue calcite. So with these runes, there's a sense of empowerment that is going to come in. I feel like you're going to get a download because when I was pulling your cards, like I said, and in this card it was in my hand, and I'm like, which one? And they're like, just put it on top because you're going to include it. Well, here it is. This is why. You see all these ones on here? That is like a key or some sort of a code. And I feel like it's going to be downloaded into your crown chakra this week. And I feel like that's where you're coming into alignment with your spiritual path, and things are amped because of the new moon solar eclipse, Cancer. You're getting a significant download in your crown chakra. And I feel like they're telling you with the chicken foot reminds me, like I said, of a chicken walking on the ground. Hold on a second. I'm sorry about that. I have a candle burning and I didn't want Loki to catch himself on fire. Other than that, I'd have left him sit up there, but I wanted to remove him. Alright, so anyways, back to your reading, Cancer. I kind of got distracted here. And I feel like that's what they're telling you. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. Because, and they want you to definitely trust what you're feeling, trust your instincts. Absolutely, because whatever you are feeling, I feel like is correct. So here we have Wunyo coming through. There is a deep and lasting wisdom that is coming through this download, and this is a solar plexus chakra card. So it's not only coming down through your crown, but it is also a download coming into your solar plexus, where you're about to step into your purpose. You're about to step into your power. And this download is going to affect your crown chakra, which in turn is going to give you a sense of empowerment, which is going to unlock the power of your mind. Like your power is truly getting ready to unlock. And so you need to be very aware of that. So you could be going through a test phase to where you need to prove that you're not going to abuse this power. All right. Because this is very important, very, very important to your spiritual journey. And it's the download has a lot to do with a leveling up for you, Cancer. Okay. So, and I feel like things are this big turnaround. I feel like you have this that's like pushing towards this one, but it's also kind of going towards micro organite. So I really feel like they're showing you a lot of signs and synchronicities. You could be seeing a lot of crows, maybe hearing crows caws, maybe not even really seeing them, but hearing them as well. And you're like, oh, I'm seeing the signs, right? So I feel like that's important for somebody out there who may need to know that, why they're seeing crows all of a sudden. Okay. So I really didn't mean to knock that one over, but I did. But for some reason, this is coming to the light because we have this little quartz crystal that's pointing up towards this rune, which represents fire. So something is coming to the light in the solar eclipse, and what is coming to the light is changes. It's like they're telling you, be ready for the unexpected, because there is something unexpected that's going to happen, because it's very, like I said, very significant to your spiritual path. And you're like leveling up with your spiritual gifts. You may be even coming into your supernatural power. So be aware of that. So here we have this rune leaning up against the clear quartz, which is touching these two runes. This one's face down and this one's face up. And it's also touching Thorazaz, which would also be in, well, if you are looking at it, it'd be in the upright position. So I do feel there's something being cleared or purified that has really left, like some things that have a lot of wounds that you've been carrying with you, that have been picked open and caused scars. And I feel like that is what's being purified, because we have this rune right here, and it's like you're realizing, I feel, that you have been being prepared for this situation, probably prepared all of your life for this particular situation, for this particular time frame, because there's definitely some darkness being cleared out of the way here. Definitely. You were going through a purification or an initiation is what I feel. You're going through some sort of an initiation, perhaps a leveling up, like I said, of your spiritual gifts, of your energy, definitely ascension. And this leveling up is going to assist with you reaching your dreams, reaching your desires. And I feel it is laying, and it's aimed up this way, which would be hitting that crystal and the rune that means coming into alignment with something, right? Things are coming into alignment. It's pointing right to that. So that tells me whatever this situation is that is being cleared is to bring you into the leveling up of your spiritual power. It has all been part of the plan. It was all part of the divine plan. And I feel like anything that you are observing right here is you are observing this this right here. You're observing the shocking moment. And when you observe it, you're going to realize again that it was all part of the plan to show you the direction towards this leveling up, this initiation process. All right, so here you have Ophelia, but you have one turned upside down, and you have Helgelaz right there. So Helgelaz, I feel like you again have been through a lot of emotional storms that have caused a lot of chaos, wreaked a lot of havoc in your life, and I feel like no matter what wreaked havoc, no matter what chaos or what had to fall away, or whatever storm or tower moments that you may have had, you are finally seeing, it's like you're finally trusting in the unknown instead of, and I feel like you're realizing that these storms, how these storms were caused. Again, over here, the darkness. You're seeing the darkness, right? You're seeing why you had the darkness in your life is what I feel. And when you see that, and you, okay, got weird. Yeah. How you're seeing it is that it was all fading. Yeah, you had to go through this because it was an initiation phase to your leveling up on your spiritual path, such as a new gift opening up, an activation of your supernatural power. And that is exactly how you are viewing it. Exactly. You're viewing it as, okay, this is faded energy. This was all part of the divine plan. This is how I contracted it to go before I come down here to experience this at this very moment, right? To experience this at this very time for a reason. And because we have weird here, weird talks about fate. It talks about destiny. It talks about the three Norns who were like the mother, the maiden, and the crone, who all together wove the web of your fate, like karma, okay? So that's what weird talks about. So this is about a fated energy. And that is exactly what you are doing. I feel like there could be a male energy involved in this leveling up as well. And it's pointing down this way, and this is water. So it's about balancing out your masculine and feminine energies as well. So you may want to figure out how to do that. I feel like they're really telling you to stay centered during this process. Don't react emotionally. Try not to react at all in a very emotional or dramatic way, because it'll just make things worse. So I feel like they're telling you to stay centered. I also feel like they're telling you that, again, this was all part of the divine plan. This is divinely guided, and that's why the divine is intervening and clearing this out. That's why the energies, the vibration is so high for you, Cancer, and you're feeling it. You are feeling it. Okay? And as I said that, I kind of got a little bit of a headache. Like, that's because of the download. Alright? So what's the back of this card say? Your obstacles and challenges that bring you that bring you the master of your destiny. So yes, put in the work. I mean, right there. You're mastering something. And when you master this, you are leveling up. So, and that's exactly. I can't even say it any better. Thank you, Picky Crow. That's why you're getting a download. Because you've mastered some major challenges. You've mastered some darkness. And you've learned your lesson. Alright. So that is what I feel. And I feel like that's why they were all clustered. Was because things are finally coming to a head with you. Energies are finally amping up for you. Alright. So over here we do have the blue calcite. So there could be some sort of communication coming in from, this could be some sort of news. What this card here could be telling you, some sort of news, perhaps news from an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn too, because it's on the earth organite. It is to somebody whom is like a male person whom you was once upon a time maybe was in alignment with, and maybe you guys had separated, and they could be coming back in for perhaps an awakening, or like I said, a leveling up, or involved in this situation, in this contract. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's put this back over here first of all. All right. And I think it's kind of cool you got Hagalize underneath this too. So I feel like they're telling you to protect something with your thoughts, I feel. Alright, so that's what I feel there. So let's go ahead and check in on your spiritual energies, Cancer, and see what's happening, Cancers. Spiritually, what signs are you seeing for Cancer? Spirit of the Wind, activity, movement, disruption, and Spirit of the Wolf, lunar, fierce, and instincts. So they are telling you here with the Spirit of the Wind, they are definitely disrupting something. This is that tower moment that I'm seeing. But also the moon is sidereal, is in Libra, which is an air sign. And that could be what the energies that you're feeling, Cancer, this disruption with this new moon energy, then it's causing you to be a little instinctive. So be more rational and less instinctive. Don't snarl, because I feel like there is some sort of activity that come in that's going to be like a lightning strike, like aha, or some sort of a revelation even perhaps, that's going to make you think about something, make you have this aha moment. And I think it goes back to, like all of this had to happen. It was a fated energy, okay? And I feel like that's what you're getting your aha about. And then you have spirit of wolf. So wolves are they have their alphas, their leaders, but I feel like you're a loner. So it's like being the leader of your own path, and being a little bit instinctive, but not as fierce. Like don't growl. Don't be irrational or instinctive because of something that is happening, right? With this shocking energy. Uh, that's what I feel for both of that. Let's see if there's anything else for you, Cancer. Okay. Yeah, look that, and that's confirmation right there. That is confirmation that everything I just said was the truth. So if you're getting chills, that is probably why. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull. This could pertain to love or something in your heart space. Oh, I forgot about these. I pulled them out for a reason. Alright, so this is the shark. This talks about being in survival mode. I feel like this is a particular message. White, purity, innocence, safety, and light. So I feel like, your angels have come around you, and I feel like that's something that you're going to see the light of, is the fact that you had to go through this purification process, and that you always were safe, no matter what that you were around you. And I feel like that's why they're telling you to not be so harsh, don't be so instinctive, because it all had to happen. And now, there is this energy of they had to dig deep into them emotions. And that's what I feel like they did. They forced you to dig deep within them emotions. And now we have 666, raise your vibration, choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. Yeah, be at peace. Try to stay in harmony and balance with other people. Don't allow their energy to disrupt you and make you become all grumpy. We have spirit of the swans. This is grace, elegance, and poise. So they definitely were setting you up for this. This is going to have something to do with love and a cosmic plan. There was a divine plan all along that was setting you up to elevate, to ignite that light within you, to turn them survival mode instincts into the power of trusting that you are being guided and protected along the journey. So what is being disrupted? This deep emotion that you've been carrying with you of being grumpy and instinctive and overreactive. And you're learning to be at peace and move forward with grace and trust that there's a divine plan. That is what I see. And that was all connected to this little quartz crystal that was connected to what I call my energy alignment room, which is Elwaz. It's all connected. So that is what they're telling you. That's what they are showing you, why you've had to go through this. And they're definitely double confirming that everything that you have been through, see all the dew on there, all them emotions, that's all interconnected. And that is how the web of fate, weird. This is like a picture version of this weird room. See how at times, the emotional bubble got bigger? Like, you know what I mean? That's what they're showing you. That's that survival mode. Alright? And that's where your instincts, that fierce instinct is coming from. Them big bubbles. That is all being cleared. That storm is being cleared. And it's all part of the divine plan to get you to level up. I mean, it is what it is. All right. So let's keep moving. Let's pull your love. Yep. Now it's time to turn that chapter in your heart. Let the pride and ego go. Because I feel a heated partnership is on the way. That's what I feel for you. Right? You got the swans coming through for the second time. They're all birds, but this is about elegant and grace. This is about the beautiful, ugly duckling who turned into the beautiful swan. This is about the dark shadow right here of pride and ego that made you be over irrational at times, that caused a disruption in your life. Maybe you were kind of proud to ask for help. That is something that I'm feeling too. Alright, so there is definitely a warm relationship perhaps on the way to you. And this is one of the things that they were setting you up for. Alright, so let's see how all of these energies are creating your reality this week. So let's see. Oh, opening that third eye. They want you to wear a piece of amethyst, protective and purifying of the emotions, and that's exactly what you are doing. So amethyst helps with that. I wear mine all the time. Alright, Cancers, what else? The divine serves what you deserve, negative or positive, it always comes back. That's what karma is all about. So this is about purifying your emotions, clearing out and releasing karmic debts, and bringing karma back around too. Maybe there's something karmic that is coming back around that needs completed. But I feel like this is the karma for the being in survival mode, being in the pride and ego. This is the karma for the disruptive energies that you've had around. It has come back around to you, is what they're telling you. It has come back around to you. So now it's time to take a piece of that amethyst and use it to help open up that third eye so that you can make different choices. There definitely is a leveling up of your spiritual gifts, and that's one of the things that's leveling up. Is you are going to be more rational with the energies that you put out into the world. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull another card. We also have, maybe the person that it's coming towards you could have been in their pride and ego as well and had their karmic for it, or had a karma, they got what they deserved, right? Maybe they got their karma back to them because of their pride and ego. So that's something else too. And this amethyst could be protecting you of their, feeling their energy. It could literally be disrupting that energy strike. That is something else I'm feeling too for you, Cancer. Yeah, so stay close to people who make you feel like sunshine, not people who you have to, people who disrupt your energies. people who, bring about karmic energy towards you, people who are too much in their pride and ego to realize, what they're doing. Um, it's about stay close to people who make you feel good about yourself, make you look at you like you're the most, uh, like you're warm, you're bright, right? Sunshine, summer. Okay. Yeah. Pure, unconditional love. Stay close to people who have pure, unconditional love. And this is your spirit guide to tell you to keep exploring that, right? Keep exploring how people make you feel when you're alone. How keep exploring, like if there's somebody around you, and after they leave, you're grumpy. Realize that, right? That's that negative energy. And don't protect yourself from their energy. Don't allow their energy to disrupt your mood. So here you are coming back to everything happens for a reason, and that leveling up is coming through right here, where you are leveling up spiritually, and you are learning to protect yourself from other people's energy, people who are in a negative vibration, people who are in their pride and ego, and you're learning to stay close to the people who make you feel unconditional love, not only for yourself, but for other people. And that's what they're telling you. Keep exploring that energy. Keep exploring it. And do it now, he is saying, or she is. Do it now. All right? Don't start yesterday, is what he's saying. Don't start yet. They're telling you to start yesterday. And always pay attention to the vibration of your heart, because your heart is going to guide you. But always remember to ground your energy. And I feel like you're very powerful. You're drawing in all kinds of people, Cancer. All right. So let's go ahead and pull your crystal card for the week, and then we'll go into your pick of crows. Crystal card for Cancer. Snake, labradorite. Transmutation, balance, and healing. So you're definitely shedding an old layer of yourself. Snake, spirit of snake, teach me to transmute the negative energies. Transmute them with the amethyst within myself and shed what no longer serves me. Thank you, Aho. So labradorite and amethyst is what's going to help you transmute them negative energies that you soak up, and shed it because it's not yours. And it'll help keep you of a high vibration. It's also going to heal that. See, again, it makes perfect sense with the water dews. Like there's some days that are good, and there's some days that aren't so good, and then there's some days where it's not good or bad. And I feel like they're showing you how every intention or every mood swing or whatever is connected, right? And that's how you create. So you're learning that. You're leveling up, and you're learning to shed what within yourself that doesn't serve you, to let it go, to to clear out them energies, to keep exploring boundaries. So yeah, beautiful. There you go, Cancers. I don't want to stand up. Stay. Alright, so there you go, Cancer. That is your weekly reading. We're going to go ahead with the pick of crows now.